Time now for the morning rush. Albuquerque police continue looking for answers after 3 deaths in a suspected murder-suicide in the North Valley. Police arrived at the scene yesterday morning and found a man on the street on Griegos Road near 10th with stab wounds who later died at the hospital. A blood trail led to 2 other people found shot to death inside of a home. Now, so far, no one was arrested and no suspects are at large. Actor Alec Baldwin will not be attending his scheduled court appearance today. Yesterday, Baldwin pleaded not guilty to involuntary manslaughter for his role in the shooting death of Helena Hutchins, as well as waiving that first court appearance. Meanwhile, armor Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, who is also facing an involuntary manslaughter charge, has a first appearance scheduled for today. Erica.
And here's a look at our school day forecast. It is a chilly start to the day, but quiet out there, 31 degrees. By this afternoon, it's going to be super nice, 57. You'll be able to shed some layers this afternoon, and we'll be seeing some sunshine.
A reward is now up for grabs for anyone with information that leads to the arrest of a Santa Fe man wanted for murder. 29-year-old Mark Delgado Jr. is accused of shooting and killing James Tell in December. Delgado is Hispanic, 5'9", and was driving a silver or gray 2002 Mercury Sable station wagon with a license plate number AMK K75. A boost is on the way for minimum wage workers in Santa Fe. The city announced its living wage will increase to a little more than $14 an hour starting next month. Previously, it was at $12.95. All employers within the city of Santa Fe will have to pay their workers that wage. Erica.
We're going to check on our threat index. It is low today since it's going to be so quiet across the state with just a light breeze in eastern New Mexico, but there will be snowy roads in the San Juan Mountains as snow continues through tonight.
Investigators outside of Orlando, Florida are trying to unravel the shooting rampage in that area. Now, body cam video shows Orange County Sheriff's deputies arresting the suspected shooter, 19-year-old Keith Melvin Moses. 9-year-old Tiana Major was killed along with Spectrum News 13 reporter Dylan Lyons. Meanwhile, Jesse Walden, the news photographer who was injured in that shooting, and New Mexico State grad remains in the hospital this morning. U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg visited the scene of the toxic train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio yesterday. This came as the National Transportation Safety Board released a preliminary report saying that the train crew did not receive a warning about an overheating axle just before the disaster. Train company Norfolk Southern responded to the NTSB report, saying that they are focused on supporting the village and community and the NTSB throughout the investigation. Erica.
And a check on traffic. The maps are looking clear this morning. No accidents or slowdowns. Tracker is heading south on I-25 near the Big I, and everything's moving at speed.
Well, some baby elephant twins, they are putting smiles on faces in New York this week. They are named Yod and Tukata. Zoo workers caught them splashing around in their first bubble bath at the Rosamond Gifford Zoo in Syracuse, New York. The zoo says that they are miracle twins because only less than 1% of the twins survive, and it's the only zoo in the U.S. to have had a successful elephant twin birth.
Time now for the 5 facts. This morning, Los Alamos National Lab researchers have corrected a 100-year-old mathematical error that relates to how the human eye sees color. Researchers say they found a flaw in a mathematical model used for color accuracy and vibrancy in things like computer screens, televisions, and paints. Researchers are still investigating what their discovery means.
And number 4 this morning, Super Bowl Sunday scaries may soon be a thing of the past here in New Mexico. A bill that would make the Monday after Super Bowl Sunday a state holiday is now heading on to the Senate Finance Committee. Those in favor of Senate Bill 483, which would add the proposed holiday to the state calendar, say nationwide about 16 million Americans call in sick after the Super Bowl, causing productivity to go down. Well, the bill was passed, but not unanimously. Meanwhile, one of the no votes from a lawmaker is now saying that they wanted the holiday to be used for the NCAA March Madness Tournament Championship instead.
And at number 3, it is going to be a warmer day for a lot of us across the state. We will stay chilly up in the Four Corners, 40s expected there. But for the valley and the plains, highs will be climbing into the 50s, 60s, and 70s, back around and above average.
At number 2 this morning, lawmakers are pushing to pass a bill that would require drivers in New Mexico to have front-end license plates. House Bill 56 would require all motor vehicles to have 2 license plates and 2 registration stickers. It also imposes a $2 annual registration fee for vehicles with the front plate starting in 2024. With 2 plates required by 2027, that bill is still in committee. And at number 1, Albuquerque police continue looking for answers after 3 deaths in a suspected murder-suicide in the North Valley. Police arrived at the scene yesterday morning and found a man on the street on Griegos Road near 10th with stab wounds, along with a trail of blood leading to a home. 2 other people were found shot inside of that house. The man in the street died at the hospital. Now, meanwhile, inside the home, they also found another person alive who they say was not involved in the deaths. That's where they also found a young girl in the home. Now, so far, police are not officially calling this a murder-suicide, but they do say that no one was arrested and no suspects are at large. APD says that they will release the names of the three once the next of kin are notified and have not said how the three people were connected.